picture if you will. A former media reviewer now streaming on twitch.tv to the frothing masses of the internet. Beyond the realm of feasibility, tonight in The Scary Door. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea either. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I am, as always, the Logician, and tonight we're gonna be delving into an interesting topic because it's not one I normally associate with myself directly. And that's gonna be the topic of point-and-click adventure games. Now, I will be completely honest, point-and-click adventure games aren't usually my cup of tea. I have my history with them, and I know they have a solid grounding, a solid place, rather, within the overall history of video games. In fact, if I may dip a bit, albeit briefly, into the overall history of point-and-click adventure games. A lot of you probably tend to associate the genre with the likes of LucasArts, with games like Monkey Island, Day of the Tentacle, Sam & Max, all those classics, as it were. And of course, it would be remiss of me not to mention, of course, the King's Quest series by Sierra. Now, I'm gonna be fully blunt with you. I do not care for most of these types of games. I know there's a lot of intrigue to them. I know that they are loved by entire generations of gamers. However, it's a specific trait of a lot of, especially earlier point-and-click adventure games that kind of took all the fun out of them for me. Let me give you an example with a quote-unquote classic parody, I suppose you'd call it, of how a lot of these games tend to go. I mean, this is more or less going to be a parody of the King's Quest series, brought to us by Worthy Kids.
Well met, shopkeep.
Yes, that's right. I'm just a simple shopkeep. No funny business here, just a standard old man.
Standard?
Bog standard.
Well, that aligns with the vibe I was getting, which was like normal kind of vibes.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
Sire, something seems off about this old man.
What do you mean?
Yes, why do you say such things? I'm run of the mill.
Listen to this.
I'm definitely not a demon or a ghost in a clever disguise.
Why would he clarify that? Isn't that
Are
strange?
you still off in your fantasy world?
No,
He's
listen.
normal, dude. Open close. Cookie cutter old man selling wares in a cavern.
Speaking of wares, traveler, may I interest you in an apple?
Whoa, is that a skull on it? No, listen, I'm into it. That's cool as hell.
No red flag there, sire?
Krebulon, I swear, if you don't let this go, you can wait outside the cavern.
Yes, dismiss the owl. Your one lifeline.
Are you hearing this, sire?
What, the lifeline thing?
Yes.
Dude, my grandpa's said that.
What?
Every grandpa's said that. It's right out of the grandpa book.
Here, traveler, take the apple as a gift from me.
See, now we're cooking. Free apple, haunted cavern. Absolutely bog standard, old man.
You know what they say, an apple a day puts you in the grave.
So I was right then.
You were correct.
Hey, so, I'm back. Take 2. Roll 'em again.
Good to see you.
So, I just want to clarify, the whole standard old man thing, that was an act.
It's pretty good, right?
It's so convincing. You look totally normal.
I get that a lot.
So, you're probably going to try and offer me the apple again.
Maybe.
But see, I'm wise to your tricks. So I'm simply not gonna take it.
But what if I offered you this banana?
Oh, okay, now hold on.
Sire, you can't fall for this again.
A banana's a whole different story.
It also has a skull on
Hey,
it.
man, skulls are a natural part of the human body. That just lets you know how natural and organic the banana is.
And not a drop of poison in it.
No poison. This is fantastic news.
Sire, please.
How much are you asking for the banana?
What if I told you? Also free.
Boy, this is a great day. First the free apple, then the free banana. It's all uphill from here.
It seems that Chop keeps selling a bunch of lies.
If I were you, I'd give up on the king.
I'm very close.
Boy, do I feel like I have egg on my face.
I haven't even done the egg yet.
See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You're going to try and sell me an egg with a skull on it.
That's a weird thing to assume.
What if I were to trade you something?
A barter? I do love to barter.
I got a ton of crap in my inventory. Let me just... Some planks, a little bit of sand, rubber chicken, chess set, slingshot made of candy, a bologna, half a bologna sandwich, an old TV guide, green pepper, no, that's nothing. Jewels. What's your take on jewels?
You think I'd be into them as a shopkeep? But I'm not a big jewel guy.
You know, that's fair. They're kind of overly shiny.
Shiny and heavy. Ugh.
Well, I do have this jar of honey. What can I get for this?
Honey, you say? Oh no, my pet bees!
Sire, you did it.
I killed an old man.
Yes, but you solved this puzzle,
I
sire.
killed an old man with bees.
He was a demon. It's fine.
Sure, we had our ups and downs, but
He poisoned you.
I still like the guy.
Twice?
This is Justin McElroy in my inspiring reading of Free Apple, a play.
So, yeah, this is essentially my experience, and I'm sure for all of you, your experience with a lot of point-and-click adventure games where, yes, there will be some instances where a solution to a puzzle, quote-unquote, will be fairly simple, straightforward, bog standard, even. But for those of you who have not seen this animation, realistically speaking, who among you would have guessed that the solution would be to give this guy a jar of honey and have him killed by bees? That would result in a door manifesting behind him. That's the sort of shit you dealt with in point-and-click adventure games all the goddamn time. Especially with LucasArts and Sierra games. So, oftentimes, playing much older point-and-click adventure games would require a lot of save scumming and just throwing shit at the wall until something happened, even if it didn't make any fucking sense. Sometimes the solution would come down to a dad joke, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good dad joke. But when that's the solution to your serious story-driven RPG, or what's supposed to be a story-driven RPG, that can get a little irritating. So, yeah, honestly, I didn't really fuck around with point-and-click adventure games that much. Outside of the humongous entertainment games, like Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish. Those games I enjoyed very much because, I mean, yeah, it had some of the same trappings, but at least with my experience, each playthrough was going to be a bit different because the ending was randomized. And you had to actually infer, based on what you found in-game, what the solution was. Every time. So, again, me and point-and-clicks don't have the best history, but I am willing to give them another shot, especially when it comes to representing the indie scene. And tonight, I have pulled up a title that was assembled among other titles by my mod Cochet. And so, we are going to be delving into On a Winter's Night, if on a winter's night even, for travelers. I know nothing about this game, outside the fact that it has gorgeous pixel art, which I honestly feel is a lost art. No pun intended. And I am very, very curious as to what all it is going to entail. So, I do hope you will enjoy sitting down with me tonight as I delve into the mysteries of this title. February 1929, somewhere in Central Asia. I mean, something Orient Express joke. Interesting. Looks like a masquerade of some kind. Young man. Is everything all right, young man? You seem agitated. Are you not enjoying yourself? Oh, yes, certainly. It is a lovely party indeed. It is, isn't it? Such delightful costumes and the music. Exquisite. Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Layla. I'm Carlo. Pleased to meet you. Sweetie, what is wrong? I can tell there is something on your mind. Are you looking for somebody? Oh, no, it's just that, I know it must sound peculiar, but I can't seem to be able to recall how I got here. What do you mean? Surely you must remember something. Well, I was at this hotel in Rome. That I do remember. Rome? What a beautiful city. Were you on vacation? In a way. I was there to meet with my paramour. I was waiting for him to arrive. The Silent Room. Yeah, no, I do enjoy the vibes of this train as well. Ah, beautiful room. So glad. Ah, beautiful room. So glad to see you again. Still as majestic as decadent. And of course, as loud as ever. Oh well, I'll sleep when I'm back in Turin, I guess. What time did Patrick say he would arrive? I'm sure I left his telegram around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. My shooting star, thrilled to see you. Please check in at the Grand Roma. Everything taken care of. We'll be there around noon. Love, P. He's thrilled to see me. Thrilled. Oh my. This is going to be rough. Ah, okay, so is this my cue to begin moving? Oh, okay. And I was wondering why. Well, I mean, might as well start with optimism. He's thrilled to see me. Thrilled! Be still, my beating heart. I should take a quick look at the bathroom mirror. Make sure I look presentable. And also check if room service delivered the flowers I ordered. Everything needs to be perfect. Alright, so now, let me see. Okay, so it is very much classic point and click. Chest of drawers. Also, hello Silva, thank you for dropping by. Socks, underwear, a couple of shirts. And that Rolex Patrick gave me at the first party we met. I'm sure he would like me to wear it. Alright. There. So fancy. Alright. So I do appreciate, first and foremost, that we have an indicator. Time to point, click, and laugh. Yeah, no, exactly. So, I appreciate the obvious shifting color for the cursor, letting you know that, oh, no, you found the magic pixel. Because a major sin of early point-and-click adventure games is that you would have to click, well, as I mentioned before, the magic pixel, which is to say, the one specific spot on the screen where, unless you clicked anywhere else, and this would often come under pressure too, you would fail in finding something important. You certainly can't buy good taste with money. See, I can never remember the era of Go Fuck Yourself. Yes, exactly, Koshe. I can never remember the title of the painting that I believe this is taking inspiration from, but it is of, like, two people, one mask presenting, one femme presenting, in those, like, yellow, multi-textured robes, with the mask individual, like, taking the others. Kilmit's the kiss, thank you. Yeah, no, he was like, I hate... I hate that I have to admit this, but literally my introduction to that painting was with the reference to it in the intro sequence to Elfen Lied, the anime. But yes, this is an interesting reinterpretation of it. Let's see here. I love those old games that flip the middle finger at you and make you feel more satisfied when you get the answer. I mean, I feel like it warrants feeling satisfied when it actually makes sense, and not when the game is throwing you for a fucking loop and giving you just non-clues. Like, my introduction to it was since our fandom ship are here. No, that's also valid as fuck, Gaucher. But yeah, like, I feel like it's satisfying when it actually feels like a puzzle and not just spin the wheel of solutions! Which unfortunately was the grand majority, at least in my experience, the grand majority of point-and-click adventure games in the 80s and 90s. Let's see here. Secretary. Thrilled to see me, thrilled. Oh, I forgot that those old writing desks were also referred to as secretaries. Something I'm not entirely certain has aged all that well. You didn't know how to think point and click? Uh-huh. Sure, Jan. So tired from my trip. Just want to take a nap. Well, Patrick should be here soon. Maybe we can call room service and have breakfast in bed. Honestly, not the worst idea. I mean, that does seem to be the the implication, Koshe. I mean, I grew up on, you know, Power Rangers and Godzilla movies lore, but that doesn't mean they're to everyone's taste. This very expensive glass table feels like it's missing something. I mean, yeah, probably a bit of blood from when you inevitably bang your shin into it. There's even a radio in the room. A radio? This place really has everything. I don't know how this works. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Wonder how this works. Oh no, what have I done? Oh dear, what a relief. Oh, I see. It's market day. What a racket. Could this possibly be the loudest street in Rome? This reminds me of that party. Actually, I don't remember that much about it. Just that there were togas involved. Patrick loves that whole Roman Emperor aesthetic. He'll never admit it, but I'm sure it's part of the reason he lives here. Americani. Alright. Whiskey, gin, vermouth, amaretto, Campari, of course. Yum, is that limoncello? Limoncello? That's an alcohol I've not heard about in a long-ass time. I believe it is essentially boozy lemonade. Or at least it is derived from fermented lemons, if I remember correctly. Great. Room service delivered. But I should move them somewhere else so they stand out a bit more. Just taking the whole thing. Oh, well, I mean, he did say the table was missing something. Much better. And here's the card, just as I requested. To my one and only. He's going to love it. I should take a quick look in the bathroom mirror, and I'll be all set for when he arrives. Alright. The main door. Let's see, I don't believe I've missed anything. There we are. Is there a light switch? I mean, I know this is the 20s, but I'm relatively certain electricity was still a thing at that point. You lucky, handsome devil, you. You're really at the jackpot this time. What if he is the one? The real one? Can you imagine? Having to tell Mom and everything? Oh, so it might be English. Okay, you know what? We'll cross that bridge. When and if we ever get to it. For now, you just look dashing, young man. Alright. That done? Well, well, well. I'm sure these towels cost more than what I make in a month. Think he's Italian? Oh, okay, Italian. I mean, yeah, I guess that would explain the Americani. I mean, outside the jokey cook it a pizza, I'm not really sure I can do a convincing Italian accent. Been there, done that. I'll just go with my original voice. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, let's see. Yeah, once again, lest I overlook anything important and get the bad ending because I missed that magic fucking pixel. I mean, thankfully most modern point-and-click games have done away with that fucking archaic tendency.
Daddy, chill.
Okay. Damn, you didn't have to go for the roots. Is that the phone? Wait, no, it's the door buzzer. Patrick! Oh, wow, the fucking stash on this guy. Carlo! Patrick, so happy to see you. Look at you. It's been too long. I've missed you. Me too. I'm so happy you made it all the way here. So, how do you like this place? You mean the room or the city? Both are quite excessive. The room! Pretty fancy, isn't it? Very much so, especially. Well, I mean, if we're being honest, and this is our prospective long-term partner, then we're probably gonna be more honest with our genuine reaction. Also, MJ Music, we are playing If on a Winter's Night for Travelers, an indie point-and-click adventure game. And so the theme of tonight's stream is old, point-and-click adventure games. The shortcomings, the successes. Thus far, I am pretty much enjoying this. Very much so. Especially that bathtub over there in the bathroom. I can assure you, you've never seen anything like it. I'll take your word for it. Have you seen there's a radio and everything? Did you try and find some music? Oh, it didn't cross my mind, but feel free if you want. Don't mind if I do. There. Isn't that nice? So, how about a drink? We should really make the most of this amazingly equipped bar I see over there. If only in solidarity with my fellow Americans suffering under the grip of the False State Act. I mean, yeah, I guess this would be during, God, yeah, this is the 20s, isn't it? Oh, man. Sorry, I'm just taking a moment to appreciate the music. Nice. Gotta love a song that opens up with the line, "Everything went wrong." Yeah, no, I mean... I'm sure that's not a red flag. But yeah, I mean, again, number one, you're already talking about taking your boyfriend to bed and taking baths with him. And you're commenting on the fucking alcohol, so this feels like the more appropriate reaction for this character. Oh, sure. Coming right up. That's my Bambino. Let's do this. I thought he called him a bimbo for a quick second. So, one for Patrick, one for me. Salute! Cheers. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely sus of this bar. Let's see. I mean, might as well. You already ordered them. Oh, by the way, those flowers are for you. Oh, they are absolutely lovely. And look, they come with a card. To my one and only. Charlie, Carlo, I need to tell you something. Want to sit down? Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm fine here, thanks. Look, Carlo, we can't keep doing this. I'm sorry. Yeah. These types of things. Yeah, everything went wrong indeed, yeah. I mean, there was already some awkwardness with, Carlo going out of his way to get these flowers and the card. And then saying, oh, hey, by the way, in case you didn't notice, I got this thing for you. This was clearly... There was already some strain on the relationship here. Now let me see. See, I'm struggling to decide which would be more appropriate here. I feel... Well, I mean, this guy just did go out of his way to get all these perfect details. You know, getting the flowers perfectly set up, getting the fucking place in Rome. I feel like this would be a natural response. Are you serious? You're dumping me? And you asked me to come all the way here for this? I wanted to tell you in person. I could have simply never gotten in touch again, but I wanted to see you. Would you rather I just walked away? You're right. You never would have done that. You care too much to just walk away. Of course I care, but that doesn't mean that... That you have real feelings for me? I've never suggested such a thing. What about your telegram? What about it? Carlo, you're seeing what you want to see. Oh, fuck this guy. You're really going to make me show it to you? Are you serious? Alright then, wait here. Yeah, I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that this may or may not have been a trap. Oh wait, no. I think we have the note with us, don't we? I don't think I have an inventory. Let me even just quickly check the controls here. Escape, pause, options. Secretary desk. Yeah, I was thinking initially the secretary desk, but I thought I'd already picked something up. Okay, yeah. Here it is. Thrilled to see me, he said. Indisputable proof that he loves me. My shooting star. I see. How can I be so naive? Thrilled to dump me. That's what he was. I mean, I suppose shooting star, quick burning flame. Your shooting star, of course. Fleeting, a passing glimpse, and then gone. Is that how you justify it to yourself? Just some crazy adventure? Or did the deuce put the fear of God in you? It's not that. It has nothing to do with you. It's just wrong. I'm sorry, Carlo. Yeah, no, this is, again, the 20s. I mean, you can argue that it's wrong all you want, my guy. But this is also the 1920s. Prohibition is in full effect. And yet you were the first to go clamoring for the bar. So yeah, no, I'm gonna call him the fuck out on this. Oh, you surely can't be serious now. Just say you're afraid of being deported and cut the crap. Look, I don't expect you to understand. But I've read these articles, these medical journals. Carlo, there are doctors. They can help. They have this new therapy. As soon as I found out about it, I told my wife everything. About you, me, about this whole thing. She knows it was a malaise. She knows it was a malaise, something beyond my control. She supports me unconditionally. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan either, Lore. go through this together, discreetly. And our marriage will be stronger for it in the end. Carlo, you should think about it too. Apparently, there's this hospital near Turin, in Collegno. Carlo, they can cure you! Yeah. No, I am instantly intrigued. I mean, immediately fuck this guy 6 ways from Sunday. Actually, don't. You know, he'd probably just consider that fucking rehab. Fucking... I mean, it's not as though this were the start of this approach to homosexuality. Like, people have been trying to diagnose it for... since time immemorial. At least when it comes to modern Western civilization, quote-unquote. This guy kind of just in a position that puts him in I mean, everyone who is queer, like, is in a place of danger in the 20s. I mean, in terms of Western civilization, I mean, lore. I mean, not so much like classic Rome. You know, I mean more sort of like 1900s. Well, I guess Western culture wouldn't have necessarily started there. Yeah, the industrialization age, as this whole thing came up. Yeah, no. Again, I also love, by the way, that the music has sort of ended. You can hear just, like, the record spinning on the fucking player. The idea of hammering people into cogs in this machine made to fit only one slot at a time. Yeah, no, exactly. Patrick, no. Not you. Please. After all we've shared? After all these moments together? Sick? You really hate yourself so much? That you think a doctor can cure you of what you feel for me? Carlo, I can't feel anything for you. I have a wife. I have children. I am a man. And this is what a man does. Patrick, I know you're scared. The future isn't looking good right now. Giving up seems like the easiest thing to do. But we don't need fixing. And you know it. This is not who you are. Oh, this is such a waste of time. Why did I think it was a good idea to tell you in person? I'm sorry, Carlo, but that's all I can give you. I need to go home now. Can you please call room service and order me a taxi? Bitch! I was gonna say, yeah! You're the one who came here. Call yourself a damn tag. Yeah, no, exactly. You really have some nerve. If you want a taxi cab, call one yourself. Okay, fine. I'll ask for one at the reception desk then. This is what I get for trying to make things easy on a loser like you. Hello, Kettle. Have you met Pot? Goodbye, Carlo. Go back to Turin. It's over. Some nerve you have, calling me a loser. What else do you call someone who keeps throwing his family's money away? Chasing who knows what or who, seeking just one chance out between two legs. Calling you a loser is actually pretty forgiving. Voe, Carlo, I'm done with you. Well, I'm not done with you. You heartless bastard! Honestly, very little sympathy. And this is why you shouldn't have glass tables. Yeah, no, I feel like a moment of silence here is necessary. Maybe we shouldn't have the world's weakest baby-ass skull. Agreed. Nah, see, smashing your head against a glass table builds character, don't you know? Okay, so I had to click. Oh, God. Patrick, oh, God. I mean... I was gonna say... My car is outside. What happened? Why am I standing here? I was on my way to the bathroom. I need to wash my face. I need to calm down. Also, interesting change in the portrait here. Like, that's one of those things you could easily miss because of the lighting. And I do appreciate, like, the new way, like, the new angle they're emphasizing with the sprites because of just how sort of outside himself he is right now. Let's shit on a man in a no-win situation. I mean, I feel like this would be the first thing you see and thus think about. So much blood. So much blood. You're dead. And it was me. It was me! Oh, God, Patrick. I'm sorry. I never wanted this, but I can make it up to you. You'll see. Just you wait, Patrick. I'm coming home. Interesting. So it looks like we could have gone to the toilet, potentially have thrown up there. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Am I... Scanning. Right. Interesting. Okay. And that's the mask. Well, first let me see if our friend here... Oh, I can't even access the other room now. Huh. Yeah, I mean, well, they're limiting my options. It's an invitation to some kind of masked ball? RSVP not required. So, is this supposed to be a mask? It slithers. Ha. Oh. I think I see what's going on here. And then next thing you know, I'm here in this train with a drink in my hand. And now this all feels unreal, like a strange dream. Like I shouldn't really be here. Oh dear, what a terrible experience that must have been. I'm not surprised that you're feeling disoriented. Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Not at all. What is it, darling? Do you mind if I take a seat? Of course not. Please, go ahead. Thank you so much.
This group is full of weirdos!
Hello, thank you very much for raiding. I've been looking all over for my husband, but I cannot find him. I'm quite certain that we were supposed to meet here, yet nobody I speak to seems to have seen him. And what does your husband look like, Mrs. Winterbourne? Valerie Winterbourne. My husband is Henry Winterbourne. Surely you must know him from the papers? Not that it would matter here. But I am confident that if he were around, I would have recognized him already. At the masquerade. Do you remember when you last saw him? Of course, it was... This is embarrassing, but I'm not quite so sure right now. It's all right, dearie. What do you remember then? It was raining. Yeah, no, I'm relatively certain the old man / old lady / old NB is the Grim Reaper. They do be looking a little skull-like. And I'm pretty sure we saw our first protagonist hang themselves. Or hang himself, rather. Sorry to raid and run, but wishing you well. Not a problem, Carl. Thank you for joining us. We are playing If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. It is a indie point-and-click adventure game. But yeah, no, I'm relatively certain this is a series of stories about how people died after tragic events, and they're on their way to the other side, as it were. I do find this interesting that, like, there are moments in this game where you can just sort of appreciate the ambiance of a scene. And you only really progress when you're good and ready, so I'm assuming I have to click here. Yep. I mean, it is a good excuse to get a good long look at the pixel art in this game. Glass decanter with laudanum. My medicine keeps the nightmares at bay. But there's not much left. No. Alright. No light. It hurts. These are for tomorrow. Is it tomorrow yet? I mean, there does seem to be an emphasis on older... I don't want to say classical music, but, you know, older music. And I can absolutely appreciate, especially when you're dealing with a period piece, or several period pieces, I suppose, that you would dip into royalty-free stuff. I mean, number one, for the ease of, you know, use, and number two, to help emphasize the vibes. What about period? Okay. Well, I mean, who knows? Like, there's probably going to be various aspects of horror at play in this game. We just dealt with a gay couple breaking up in the 1920s. One of them trying to convince the other to take conversion therapy, as it were. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear. So this is someone who has clearly already suffered some kind of loss. Did there used to be faces here? Shh, quiet now. How long has it been raining? What day is this? What year is this? To the hallway. I had to bite my tongue to keep myself from making a to the windows, to the wall joke. We can't divulge our secrets. True. outside? But it's yesterday. I cannot go outside when it is yesterday. I'm not sure if you could hear that on my end. That would be my roommate M. Lorelei cackling like the witch that she is. A wild lore emerges, yes. Let's see here. It was the dancing monkeys over the dialogue. Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, it is a bit of a clash of themes here, or even attitudes. Let me see. So, we've had the picture frames, the hanging cloth, the windows, the armoire, the draped cloth, the lamp. I don't think... Yeah, we did the lamp. We did the glass decanter and laudanum. I think the only thing we haven't checked is the bed. Have I been sleeping? It's dark. Oh. Well. Oh, it's Lord Sock's ball of yarn. Lord Socks. I love that. He always brings it with him when he sneaks in at bedtime, but where is he? Maybe he got caught outside in the rain? It's hard to see anything from here. Lord Socks is a fucking amazing name for a cat. At least I'm going to assume it's a cat. Woman depressed as fuck, and there's just monkeys dancing and Venga Boys in the background in a ghostly apparition. Honestly, it's like the fucking like RuneScape dancing cat meme, where it's just like a ghostly monkey busting it down sexual style in the corner of the room. Alright. So at this point, we're starting to get into the other aspect of point-and-click adventure games, where you're sort of just kept guessing, trying to click every last thing after you think you've clicked every last thing in order to try and find the means of progression. Like, I'm not crazy, right? In that it took me a little bit to notice this bit on the carpet here. It doesn't exactly stand out as much as it might if it were, say, red yarn or something. But yeah, I am relatively certain that I have clicked everything that is, in fact, clickable here. So I can't go out. Some things can be clicked on twice. Oh, I see. These are tomorrow. No, light it hurts. No. Night messing keeps the nightmares at bay. Have I been sleeping? If he's outside, maybe I can see him from the windows. Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like that could have been accomplished with the first click. Like, I don't think it was necessary to have me click it twice in order to gain access to the progression point. That's a little frustrating. That dips into the stuff that I'm not so fond of when it comes to point-and-click adventure games. I can't see anything. Maybe the servants have seen him? It is probably chilly out in the hallway. I should cover up just in case. Draped cloth, maybe? Oh no, it'd probably be the armoire. What was I doing? I think I forgot. I'm just tired. I haven't slept well. Yes, I just need a bit more rest. I mean, like, here's the thing, like, this so much I don't think is an annoyance, because this is very much an accurate portrayal of chronic fatigue at play. You You only have so many spoons to work with on any given day, especially if you're in a depressive state. And sometimes you will just sort of end up falling short of being able to do what it is you want to do. And just need more rest. A short nap will do me good, no doubt. But first, my medicine. There's so little left. Why hasn't the maid replenished it yet? What was that? Alright, and we got another invitation here. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that our lady friend here might be getting poisoned. Because if the ongoing theme is that these are people who have passed away, and the invitation is essentially them being invited into the afterlife. A letter from Lord Cavendish? What could he possibly want? Sorry for your loss. My most sincere condolences. What? Is this a joke? Has my husband seen this? Did the maid bring this? Where is she? Oh, she's moving on her own now. Okay. So yeah, no, this is someone I think is potentially dealing with addiction, born from depression over a loss. And I think this medicine is slowly just resulting in her executive functions, or at least memory, not being what it used to be. I mean, not helped by the fact that there's cloth being draped over everything here, which is a clear sign that a house is potentially abandoned. So this could, for all we know, be her wandering spirit. I can't remember. Some fading memory. Up for auction, perhaps? Perhaps, yeah. A dusty vase. Some moldy old book. A wine glass. This is an interesting detail I'm finding. Like, we have these descriptors here from the perspective of the player. Like, we have book, porcelain vase, ornate glass, but the way she describes them as moldy old book, a dusty vase, a wine glass. Just like sort of making what seems ornate and beautiful to us seem very mundane or even decrepit in her eyes. I feel like that is actually a very smart way to go about, like, indirectly telling us about this woman's mental state. Like, her seeing very much the, I mean, if you'll pardon the pun, the glass half empty aspect of each of these. Something not quite right here. It feels like it's inside my head. I wonder if I can access anything if I go over here. Because I can tell... Oh, okay. Because I was going to say it felt like the game was leading me in that direction. But it looks like the stairs are going down that way. I do love this music as well. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, simple, like, 1 to 2 instrument music paired with the sound of rain. I love listening to the sound of rain and thunder. It's very comforting for me. And I am a big fan of, like, I forget the immediate word for it. It's unfortunately at the tip of my tongue. But the smell of, like, of after it has rained a lot. Is it royalty free? It may very well be. I mean, if it is, if the song itself has existed for long enough, then it would delve into the area of royalty free. But the smell of, like, an environment after it has rained Like, there's a specific word for it. I just cannot remember it immediately off the top of my head. It's like that and the smell of, like, distant chimney or campfire smoke. Like, those two are my favorite smells in the world. Like, the smell of campfire smoke and the smell of after it has rained. Petrichor, thank you, Lore. Yes, petrichor and wood smoke are my two favorite smells. I honestly wish there were, like, maybe not a cologne, but at least like a candle that was like petrichor scented. I would buy that up in a fucking minute. Disturb the shadows? I'm sure they exist. I mean, probably. I've just never seen them high. Maybe there's a Yankee Candle or something. The housemaid should be here in her chambers. What is this? I hear voices. She's not alone. No, she's not alone. I think there's a man in there with her. The door's too thick. I can't make out what they're saying. I need to find a way to listen to what they're saying. Okay. Yeah, no, I think... I do believe that our good woman here, if she is not already passed away, then she is very close to passing away, and in the event that she is already passed away, I get the distinct impression that people have put cloth over everything to sort of preserve the finer things, so that, like, this house can go up for sale, and it could be that, like, someone is getting a tour right now. There are perfumes and candles that do wood smoke at least, and there's one I loved that was wood smoke and marshmallow scented. That does sound really good, Gaucher. A shadow. Just a shadow. It feels like it's inside my head. Alright, so... Okay, so these are more or less... Alright. That never hurts to double check. These. It's too dark. I should check the maid's chamber. I mean, you did. You did check the maid's chamber. And you couldn't really hear anything. Oh, the fucking glass. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, no. that old chestnut of, like, putting a glass against a flat surface and the other part against your ear. That's not something you really see in much media anymore. Like watching other people's playthroughs of stuff like this, it's nice to see how other people think. The door itself is probably too thick. But maybe. I mean, that's just it. It's going to... Ah, perfect. Not since the conservatory incident. What about the laudanum consumption? Has it decreased at all? No, but she mustn't have much left. I've refilled a decanter in several days. And I've hidden the rest in the cabinet downstairs. Good. And this cabinet is locked? It is. The glass is thick and the lock strong. It is vital that she doesn't find the key. She needs to regain her composure and her health. More letters are arriving. And rumors abound. The display cabinet in the parlor. How dare they keep the key from me? I should burst into that room right now. But I will deal with that tomorrow. I think I will have my medicine now. Cracked glass, yeah. I have no use for this anymore. Porcelain vase, book. Okay. So yeah, it's looking like it might not necessarily be that she's already dead, but that the house certainly is falling into maybe not disrepair, but at the very least, it's not being taken care of as much as it might otherwise be. Still have some medicine in my room. I can go downstairs tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. I mean, once again, like, there's minor frustration there, but, like, it still falls within the feasibility of this is a woman with limited spoons. Oh, I love that. Oh, this is... God, there is so much. There is so much. I mean, first of all, gorgeous, gorgeous fucking pixel art and the transition there between iterations. And yeah, honestly, yeah, with the right medication... This can absolutely... Hey, even the string is more vibrant here. Stands out more against the fucking carpet. But yeah, honestly, whether or not you have access to vital medication, or even an addictive substance in some cases, not even in some cases, it can very much feel like the difference between night and day. Or even just monochrome and technicolor. My favorite bedside book, Proust's A la Recherche de tout temps perdu. Probably butchered the pronunciation of that. As soon as I read 2 pages, I start or in English, I start dozing off. What shall I do today? I could play my harp for a bit, and maybe afterwards, tea in the conservatory with a good book. It is not dark yet. I don't need to turn on the lamp. It's so warm outside. I don't need anything else. There's cat hair all over the carpet, as per usual. Let's see. So I can't really hear any harp music. Okay, I can hear it a bit now. It's just very faint. Well, I mean, harp and piano are both technically string instruments. Like, Harpo Marx, for example, was, at the very least, very skilled at both. Harp is piano without the wood around it. Yeah, essentially. And again, I do appreciate that this game has moments like this where you can just appreciate the ambiance. Like, I feel like this would make for a good, like, ASMR video, or even just, like... I'm not sure how... I don't know how feasible it is from a technical standpoint to have, like, moving images or videos playing on loop as a desktop background. Like, I'm sure, like, with some Linux systems, there must be some way to do that, but... yeah, I think enough of that for now. The most wistful of melodies. Monsieur Satie was a true master of the melancholy. Or of melancholy, but right now I am in the mood for something more cheerful. frames. Some family pictures. These 3 over here are my favorites. Maman and I in Paris, February 1923. Maman and I in Vienna, April 1926. Maman and I in New York, October 1925. I remember I found some great records from for my gramophone on these trips. Listening to them always brings back the most delightful memories. Henry protested at first about including Lord Socks in the portrait. But if I am a Winterborn, then so is he. So it's possible that she married into the Winterborn family? He should be here any time now. If I catch him just when he's arriving, I can usually see his automobile from here. What a lovely day. Alright. I guess we have that. We did the picture frames, the painting. We did the harp, the armoire. She did mention curling up with a good book, so maybe this book? Okay, maybe not. There was also a book in the hall. Interesting. Ah, yes, Gomez Adams. If Henry makes it back in time, we should have a picnic in the garden. Mom and Dad. Oh, how they hated posing for this. They think painting is out and that there's nothing as exciting as photography these days. I cannot say I disagree, but it is so lovely to have them here on the walls, like old-fashioned aristocrats. Dear Grandpapa Buvoisis. He believed in me when nobody else did. Let me look at that name again. Beauvois? Beauvois? Beauvoisis. Beauvoisis? Sure. Not even I know how to pronounce. I mean, maybe not. I mean, I keep forgetting that you know French, Gabe. So, a classic Quinoa vase from the Ming period. Invaluable. Also, wouldn't it be Dynasty? And one of the few pieces the family can still afford to keep. Ah, so they're in financial straits. This beautiful Murano glass is a souvenir from our honeymoon in Venice. Just a personal trifle next to the family's treasures, of course. But very dear to me nonetheless. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure I read that correctly. My little cousins from Amiens. There's so much I don't know how to pronounce here. I miss them so much. Amiens? I don't know. Listen, don't blame me. Blame the American education system. The catalog from the auction in which the vase was acquired. I should have warned you that there were French people. That's my bad. You know what? Trigger warning for next time. As Gabe said. The French. Did I just pronounce it French? I mean, might as well be. It's not dark yet. I hope Henry won't lock himself up in his study when he gets back. Because of his business trips, we barely get any time together lately. Oh, whoa, the French Champagne. Champagne? Would you like some with a bit of that guacamole? Alright. Eos statue. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. Apollo. Okay. Wouldn't Apollo have a globe associated with him? Or am I thinking of someone else? If Henry makes it... Okay, so we have our picnic. Atlas, thank you. What was the first one? Eos. Yeah, no, Atlas is who I was thinking of. Thank you, Lore. I'm trying to remember, because, like, at first I was thinking of Eros, but no, that's someone different. My own personal pantheon. These figures have always been a huge inspiration to me. I just could not bring myself to leave them behind in France when I moved here. Okay, so this is no longer France. The plaque says Eos, goddess of the dawn. And then Momonosuke over here. The plaque says Pneumonia, goddess of memory and words. Okay, that's hilarious. The plaque says Apollo, god of music and the sun. Mimicin? Mimicine? The DNA of the soul. Grandma Winterbourne. I knew her in the last years of her life. A remarkable woman. Grandpa Winterbourne. I never met him. And from what I know, all for the better. I reckon he was old-fashioned when it came to crossing class boundaries. Yeah, no, so I'm getting the feeling that this woman married into this wealthy family. I feel dizzy. Why was I going downstairs anyway? I'm not sure now. Was I not going back to my room? Also, I have to double check something, because I thought I heard a distortion in the music. Yeah. Where am I? Why was I going downstairs anyway? Okay, yeah, no. That is a very nice detail with the mixing there. Listen closely. Like, not dissimilar to how the record started scratching in the hotel room in the previous story. Little sort of peek behind the cognitive curtain, as it were. I don't know what's wrong. I feel so weak. I love that transition. I love that transition. Nemasine. Or Nemasini. Nemasini? Game building ambiance in subtle ways. Yes, absolutely. And I think this is another moment where it'll rely on me to actually click. But I'm just taking in the ambience again because, once again, I very much enjoy the sound of rain. Getting vibes of the excavation of Bob's Barrow. You're not wrong, Lore. Okay, so yeah. Here's another letter. I love the way they animate her panting there. Lord Windsor now? What is this? Deepest condolences. Again. There's more. I am aware of the dire situation of the Winterborn family. Rumors about that precious Ming vase, one of the few pieces not yet sold. Surviving on your fortune alone. I believe that our union would be nothing but mutually beneficial? This is outrageous! What is this all about? I must find the housemaid. I demand an explanation. Besides, she has the key to the cabinet. Yeah. There is also definitely something to be said about the fact that every time she gets one of these letters, she just instantly tears them up. Like, rather than keep it as evidence. Yeah, no, I think something absolutely happened to our dearest husband. And the lady here is in dire straits, as it were, both financially and mentally. Because the thing was specifically that they mentioned laudanum. Right? Empty glass decanter. Now, I cannot remember off the top of my head, because it has been a long time since I've heard of laudanum, but I believe it is an addictive substance. It's empty. Need to find more downstairs. No, light. It hurts. Yeah, opium. Okay, yeah, no, that's probably where I remember hearing it from then. Love how they can convey so much emotion and detail with these little squares. No, that is absolutely... and I'm glad you brought that up, Crochet, because another thing I meant to say, I appreciate just the subtle ways that put so much humanity in the sprites for the characters here. Even just, like, the little wobble of when she was, like, turning around at the windowsill and panting. Laudanum contains several opioid alkaloids, including morphine and codeine. Laudanum was historically used to treat a variety of conditions, but its principal use was a pain medication and cough suppressant. Yeah, I know that absolutely tracks. Ah, my word. Super Xanax. Basically, yes. Yeah, no, this is definitely revealing more and more. So I have the distinct impression everything with, like, you know, cloth draped over it has been sold, and thus they're trying to keep it in pristine condition. You use... that's where I've heard it before! It was in Amnesia! Use it in Amnesia, the dark descent, to stop yourself from having panic attacks. That's right, that's where I must have heard of laudanum the first time. In a fucking... watching Let's Plays of Amnesia. God damn, that feels like so long ago. That game came out like 20 plus years ago. Right? My god, I'm getting old. Let's see here. You didn't sleep here last night either. Yeah, I'm getting the distinctive impression that Lord Socks is no longer with us either. Shut up, old man, we're all old. Yeah. Time is, in fact, a fickle mistress. Did Lord Socks do this? Oh, God. Oh, that fucking hurts. The fact that she doesn't even remember using that glass to eavesdrop. Is this the face he was talking about? 1,000 tiny pieces will be as valuable as a whole vase. Putain de merde! You know? Yeah, no, this... I mean, I hate to use this turn of phrase, given how our previous character was implied to have passed away, but this is a woman who is very clearly at the end of her rope. This moldy old book. Good. Is she gonna cut her feet? Okay, good, no. I don't think there's anybody here. The noise would have certainly caught their attention. How am I going to open the cabinet now? Let's see. You know, I'm surprised they didn't, like, have her cut her feet there. Wait a fucking second. Oh, she's transparent. Look. Watch as she fucking goes. You can see through her. Yeah, no, our good lady here. I believe she is also no longer with us. Yeah, have she been a ghost? I just want to double check to see if you could see that as clearly before. Yeah, no, you can. You absolutely can. So I think it is, in fact, entirely possible that the last time we saw her alive was, in the previous period before she, took her laudanum. Maybe he's getting the letters. You know what? That's also entirely possible. Deep, terrifying roar. Interesting. A shadow. Just a shadow. So interesting. So these two are still just shadows, and then the one of Apollo here is a deep and terrifying roar. Alright, well, it looks like we have a random question to redeem. So let me go ahead and roll the d20. Of course we get a nat 1. I really should come up with something to do specifically for nat 1s and nat 20s for these things. Alright, so random question for number 1 is, why is it so much easier to convince people that Santa isn't real than it is to convince them that money isn't real? One of life's great mysteries, I suppose. On and on until my very bones are wet. Because Santa gives people things for free and we live under the yoke of capitalism. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Conceptually speaking, Santa and money are kind of the exact same thing. They are symbolic constructs created for the purpose of representing something. Like, Santa is a symbol made to sort of represent generosity, and money is a symbol. It is a symbol that we imprint on pieces of metal and paper to represent the concept of exchange, but money as like an actual like material thing outside the confines of us making iconography for it doesn't really exist. It's not a universal constant. Maybe if it's a nat 1, you have to let the Redeemer ask you a question, and then you can't pass the question. That's not a bad idea, actually, Koshe. I'll have to think on that, yeah. But I do like that idea very much. Still has a physical form where Santa does... Well, Santa does, actually. Because you see Santa all over the place as, like, on Coke cans and in commercials and in costumes and just iconography all over the place. There's iconography of Santa all over. And money exists purely through its own iconography. Outside the confines of that, it doesn't really exist. It's the same as Santa. Santa, he does... Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Exactly. Santa, outside of the iconography for him, does not exist. He has, like, manifestations in, like, people dressing up like him and, like, toys made of Santa. But outside of that, Santa as a person does not exist. Money is the exact same way. The iconography is the object most people come to mind when it comes to money. Well, I mean, it's... The thing is, like, people like what they can get with money. Like, and thus they come to associate the iconography of money with the things they want. It's the same with Santa. People associate the fat man in a red suit with, oh, this is someone who can get me things that I want. So Santa and money are conceptually very, very similar in that they don't exist outside of our own representations of them. Anyway, we're finally going down to the parlor. If you tell someone that money isn't real when they have a quarter physically in their hands, it's a confusing concept. I mean, that's just it, man. Like, because we have built our entire society around this fictitious concept of money, it is unfortunately a little more difficult to deprogram that. But when it gets right down to it, no one thinks that deeply about it. Well, I think they should, honestly. They have physical objects called money, so money real. I disagree. I feel like money is only as real as we allow it to be. It's only so much as we allow it to take charge of our lives. Alright, so let me see here to the first floor. Draped cloth. You talking to the dude with the word think on his shirt. Yeah, exactly. A faint ticking. Books and more books. Here's one. And another. Ah, interesting. Without fear of wind and vertigo, a treaty of clocks, the prophet paradise. Its value is symbolic, but the object itself is real. $1 is $1, but it being worth a candy bar is made up. I mean, I feel like in the same way that, like, money only has worth because we have all sort of collectively agreed that it has worth. Like, money in and of itself, outside the confines of what we agree it can be exchanged for, is worthless. The only reason money is worth anything is because we all just said, yeah, okay. This piece of paper that has no actual use or inherent value in and of itself, I can trade for something that does have inherent value. Much in the same way it's like, oh, look at Santa Claus. We point to someone in a Santa Claus costume. Obviously, it's not the man himself, but we agree that, yeah, the iconography is synonymous with Santa Claus. I mean, here's the thing. I'm giving credit to all y'all who are making your arguments in the comments, in the chat. I mean, that's honestly what I have been looking for with a lot of these random questions and unpopular opinions is encouraging these at-length discussions. I'm saying that you tell people money isn't real and they are interpreting it as this object in my wallet, not the concept and its value. I mean, that's why I feel like more people need to actually stop and think at length about what actual inherent value money has, which is, in my opinion, none. Like, it's an imaginary concept, money. It's something we made the fuck up. It's not real outside of us agreeing, yeah, no, we're gonna collectively agree that this has applications in the real world. If everyone simultaneously agreed tomorrow that, yeah, no, money's fucking worthless, then money would have no hold over us. Is that going to happen? Most likely not. To a dog, a bill or a credit card means nothing. Exactly, hermano. Just answering the question of why it's hard to tell people. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do understand that, Koshe, and I do want to give you credit for answering the actual original question. I'm just saying, I do wish that more people would also stop and think, huh, maybe money is bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to go with the Treaty of Clocks since we saw a clock under the sheet earlier. The unbearable jargon of the clockmaker, rather. Oh, damn, okay. I guess we can go through each of these. Prophet's Paradise. Poetry. What good has it ever done? Well, that's a matter of opinion. And perspective, I suppose. Without fear of wind and vertigo. I don't recognize this title. Where did this come from? When did this come from? Interesting. So someone may have added a book since the last time she was cognizant. With something of equal or greater worth, I would say. Like, say someone wants, 2 apples in place of those chicken biscuits. I feel like we would all be better off if we worked off the barter system. Is all I'm saying. Well, it's not all I'm saying, but good luck finding apples. I mean, in the Pacific Northwest, especially if you include California, is fairly self-sustaining. So if it seceded from the rest of the US, it would probably be alright since it makes all of its own supplies and resources. I'm literally eating all of them. Ah, well, fair point, yeah. I do need to find your nest and fumigate. It'd be nice, but we'd need to still transition into it. Yeah, no, that is the sad fact, Lorelei. Even though you love me, I tolerate you at times. When you are not eating my chicken. Alright, so let's see here. Display cabinet. My medicine should be in the cabinet. Oh, I may have missed out on my chance to explore more. There it is, hidden at the back among the glasses. But I don't have the key. I have no idea where the maid is. Well, I'll smash the bloody thing open if I need to. I mean, you already smashed the vase, why stop now? Dead flowers. Yeah, I wonder where all that chicken went, Koshe. There are law systems in place that rely on the money value in order to make sure everyone still has their needs met. Just need to dismantle them. Yeah, and it's probably going to take more than a few generations in order to make that happen. I do believe it is possible. The unfortunate case is that a lot of people in a position of power don't want that to happen. There used to be flowers here. Rest. Maybe later. I could sink in it. It's silent now. No more voices. Ooh, that's probably what we're going to use to smash things. Only ash. This is not the fire I seek. Shreds. Something that used to be a painting. Interesting. I think it is entirely possible that she made a mess of that painting at some point. I think I need to force you two chuckleheads to watch Ibani Renmei if you haven't. You know, given your track record of showing me and lore interesting movies and shows and shorts that we never would have heard of otherwise, that turned out to be really fucking good, I would in fact be down. I'm a scoop, enjoy dark game and philosophy. You as well, Lorelei. Thank you for joining us for as long as you did. Let's see here. Did the draped cloth, first floor, bookshelf. Just making sure I haven't missed anything before we continue on. Yeah, the fireplace pokers. Of course. Of course, that's the last thing you would fucking do before you leave. Well, I mean... It was a dark and stormy night. Cold. Goosebumps forming along your skin. Do you need to find shelter in my warm embrace? To hold you close and never let go, even into the afterlife. Anyway, back to spooky horror game. Yes, this will work. Stay frosty. Why did I come back to spooky horror games with bedroom music? Hello, AV. We are playing If on a Winter's Night for Travelers, an indie point-and-click adventure game, which seems to be taking on a paranormal angle. The implication being that this woman has long been dead and is looking for relief in the medicine she once found pain relief in. Oh, case in point. Display cabinet. Glass inside glass, to be admired from afar and not touched. What a sad fate. The smell of fresh flowers in the morning is one of life's subtlest pleasures. Henry's favorite spot, after his study, of course. The perfect spot to read a book by the fire. The fire. Well, we do have a new book. Oh, table clock. Well, let's explore. What freaky shit are you on, Logician? It depends on what you mean in any given moment. It is a table clock in the shape of a bust. But it needs winding, and the key is missing. Yeah, seem to be a lot of keys missing. Record player. My gramophone! We might have another moment here to appreciate some of the soundtrack they've assembled. I have so many memories attached to all these records. Especially the ones I brought back from my trips aboard with Maman. Which one shall I play first? Ooh. 3 Old Viennese Dances by Fritz Kissler. Pagri Okara by Giuseppe Verdi. My New York by Mal Hallett and his orchestra. Let's go with the Viennese Dancers. Such a delicate piece. Again, I absolutely adore the sprite work they've done for this game. Like, there isn't necessarily a lot of fine detail in, like, the character sprites themselves, but what details they do put in there are very, very humanizing. Would you like a piece of information that may save you some time? I'm good for the time being, Koshe. I don't want to necessarily be spoiled just yet. I am enjoying the explorative side of things. And honestly, I do really appreciate, among other things, I've already fucking celebrated the ambiance, the sprite art, you know, the writing, the mood, like minor frustrations here and there with like how to get from point A to point B, but I mean, that's just the inherent nature of point and click games. But yeah, no, the soundtrack I think should also be applauded. Like, making all of these period pieces taking place roughly within the mid to late 20s, it gives you so many opportunities to highlight amazing music that is essentially in I hate that the term is just at the tip of my tongue. Like, when something is no longer subject to copyright. I hate that I cannot remember the immediate term for it off the top of my head. I suppose that's another sign that I am in fact getting old. Like, the other term for royalty-free. Public domain, thank you. Yes, public domain. Public domain music like this, I feel, should be highlighted more. This is just lovely. And again, like, I feel like this visual here would make for an excellent desktop background. Alright, so now I'm curious. What should I play after this? Yeah, I want to hear more of this music. Let's hear Giuseppe's contribution here. Isn't it too dreamy? I really appreciate that we have unique animations for each different song. Like, as someone who grew up enjoying a lot of black and white films from like the 30s through the 60s, and hearing all sorts of music from across those different ages of cinema, this is really fucking vibing with me. Like, I mean, growing up as a millennial, a lot of people were listening to the likes of, like, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. I was listening to a lot of old-time radio comedy, like Burns and Allen, Abbott and Costello, Red Skelton, Edgar Bergen, and a lot of those would have, like, musical guests, the likes of Nelson Eddy and Dorothy Lamour. Love the imperfect sound of records. Yes, absolutely. That's another little element that's like... It's one of those things that you would think would be grating, but... It's a weird... It's hard to describe that sort of, like, level of comfort that's sort of associated with that imperfection of vinyl recording. This even reminds me, I know it's not the same song, but it reminds me of the climactic piece of music from the Marx Brothers' A Night at the Opera. Can you sing opera? If I put in enough effort, maybe? I mean, I'm no Iron Mouse, but I feel like I could, in fact, belt. Back in undergrad, I was part of a couple different choirs. Had some solo parts. So yeah, I feel like I could potentially dip into the operatic scene again. It's just been years upon years since I have done so. I need to get back into song covers in general. I do have one technically in the works. Well, one that I plan on getting more into the works after I finish another piece that I'm working on that's technically a commission. But that's a story for another day. Alright, let's hear My New York. Oh, hell yeah. Dum-da-dee-dum. Hell yeah, fuck it up, baby girl. And there's something especially haunting about this as well. It's like, it's lovely music, beautiful scenery, knowing that this is, in fact, a dead woman who gave in to despair and mental illness. That she is just finding this moment of nostalgic bliss in these old records. Like, this almost feels like the end of a horror movie. Like, it reminds me of that last slow zooming shot from The Shining, where you have the classical music playing and it zooms in on the photo from the party at the hotel from decades earlier. Like, this is an excellent way to just convey this, the escapism and the tragedy of this character. Again, I do hope that you will forgive me for simply enjoying what this game is offering. I've ended up enjoying this a lot more than I admittedly thought I would. I am thoroughly impressed. I mean, again, this being a point-and-click game, there's going to be certain inherent eye-rolly features of like, okay, well, I have to do this and da-da-da-da-da. But, like, it's an inherent shortcoming of the genre, which I am willing to look over. Or overlook, I suppose. I swear I can speak English. I'm willing to overlook it because of how excellent everything else is. Alright, speaking of, I suppose we should carry on. And yeah, now that we've listened to everything. But this is not the way it happened. My trips with Maman, I need to remember. Because that's just it. She has brought up Maman and her husband Henry, implying that maybe she was having an affair? I've never been too fond of this painting. It's so solemn and joyless. Henry's taste can be so old-fashioned sometimes. Which might explain why she destroyed it. The perfect spot to read a book by the fire. That's right, we were going to get a book and bring it over to the fireplace. There's some interesting books here. Let's go go with this one since we haven't read it before. And so you see this novel so tightly interwoven with sensations sudden riven by bottomless chasms, as if to claim the portrayal of vital fullness revealed the void beneath. Huh, I am not familiar with this author. Italian? Sounds very modern. Let's try Prophet's Paradise. The poetry. Far afield a woman cried, I have killed him I loved. And from a jar she poured blood upon the flowers whose petals are whiter than snow and whose hearts are pure gold. What is this? What is this book doing here? One of those awfully boring technical books that Henry's dad liked to keep around. Striking as they might look, decorative clocks, such as those embedded with busts or statues, within busts or statues, lack precision and reliability. Such models exhibit an average delay of 7 minutes when referenced against the classic long-case clock. This is, of course, unacceptable. Well, of course, unacceptable. I guess there was more sarcasm. Well, of course, unacceptable. A cat purring on your lap, the sound of logs crackling. No better way to spend those rainy English autumn afternoons. Agreed. Like a nice rainy day by the fire with a cat. Sounds lovely. Let me see. Have I missed anything? Display cabinet. I do know some things need to be re-clicked. I wonder. To the bedroom. Let's go to the hallway. See if anything's changed there. Where could he be? Alright. I mean, maybe he's in his study here. I really appreciate that they let you skip to the bedroom at this part. Yeah, no, like fast travel is not one of those often highlighted aspects of point-and-click adventure games. A Sotheby's catalog. It's weird. I keep having this feeling that Henry's in his study, but I haven't heard his car arrive yet. Must be a deja vu. Yes, a singular deja vu. I haven't seen Lord Socks in a while. What peculiar dreams I am having lately. Alright, so... Why is he taking so long? It's going to get dark. Alright. Alright. Well, I look just fine. Hell yeah. My favorite bedside book. Oh yeah, that one. Okay, so much the same so far. The face. It feels like it shouldn't be there. Yeah, I wonder why. There's something else missing, but I can't remember what. Yeah, the glass. Did I click the... Well, no, because I wouldn't have thought I would need to, admittedly, Koshe. Can't remember if that was on my list of things. These are some of my favorite family photographs. Alright, so... Okay. Click on stuff again. No, you raise a good point in that if I am going back, like, unfortunately the rules of point-and-click games, like, they do demand that I click everything, like, half a dozen times or more. Which, again, it's frustrating that this is just one of those trappings of the genre. Where even after you've checked everything at least once, they'll say, no, you have to click it 2 or 5 dozen times before it shows you the thing you need to do. Or you need to look for that one specific pixel. Think someone just needs to get good and be patient? See, yeah, that was never my style when it comes to video games. I was always very much, you know, put in a quarter, play the game. That was my style of gaming. Either that or turn on the console and keep going right. Don't get me wrong, there is absolutely so much to appreciate about this game aesthetically. It is a beautifully put together game. It's just that fate, flowers, painting, fire, fireplace pokers. I guess I did not look at those again. There's no fire to stir. Alright. So I looked at the chairs, did the gramophone. Any key is missing. Yeah. I mean, again, like, I don't want to complain too much, because again, this is a beautiful game. It is just unfortunate that it is falling tragically into a lot of those trappings of point-and-click games that sort of deter me from gravitating towards them naturally on my own. Now let's see, I've gone through all the books here. Yeah, I've already gone through these. And we can't look out the windows. Sometimes it's just that what they may think of as more obvious doesn't come as naturally to other people. Yeah, no, that's just it. Like, I find, like, a lot of the people who do make point-and-click adventure games, like, when you make your own puzzle, and this is something that I have learned with tabletop as well, because I worked with a DM to come up with a sort of, like, murder mystery angle for the party to try and figure out. And I remember, like, working with the DM on leaving behind clues to sort of help explain things to the party. But upon retrospect, like, it wasn't necessarily explained all that well. And also at one point the DM admittedly forgot to drop a vital clue that was included in the breadcrumbs rather, that was supposed to be left behind for the other players. So it can be very difficult to determine, like, what is going to be as easily noticeable to breadcrumbs. I mean, listen, we are what we want to hear, Koshe. But it's difficult to try and think outside yourself in terms of what is and is not going to be easily detectable when it comes to a game. Would you like one hint? At this point, yes, that would be much appreciated. Thank you, Koshe. Because I am admittedly very lost. Let's see. Do you remember what she said after you listened to all the records? Yeah, she said that this is not how it happened. Do I need to go to the record player again? Maybe later. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was not made obvious that this was a door to another room. Maybe this is just me overlooking it, but this does not really register to me easily that it is in fact a door. It sounds like the servants are talking in the foyer. Or the foyer. But I do not need anything from them right now. I should not eavesdrop. It's rude. Yeah, remember that glass that went missing? I have nothing to do out there. I'd rather listen to some music. I mean, you've already listened to all the music. I said it right? Okay, yeah, because I've heard people pronounce it differently over the years. Also, read. I mean, I already read all the books. Prophet's Clocks. Do you remember where she first mentioned getting records for her gramophone? Believe it was in France? No, like, she got some from another, I think one of them was in New York? I admittedly am not sure how that applies here. Because I don't exactly think we can leave. There's an order to the records events. I mean, unfortunately, there's no way to check. Like, unless I stopped stream and looked back at the footage. Do I need to play the records in a specific fucking order? If so, that's dumb. That's dumb. I'm sorry, but that just... They give you the order? I don't remember the order. And I can't check what the order was. She mentioned she got them abroad with her mom. Like, I don't remember all of the dialogue off the top of my head. I can still go back to the bedroom? I admittedly don't remember what there was pertaining to on the dresser. Picture frames. Paris. Vienna. Yeah, fuck off. Ah, that's so fucking dumb. Let's see. Wait, I thought I did that in... So it's Paris, Vienna, New York. Because Giuseppe, that's Italian as fuck. That would have been from Vienna, right? So start with this. Such a delicate piece. Oh, fuck off. Sorry, I need to express, this is not me being angry with you, Koshe. This is me being frustrated with the game. And then that one. Yeah, I feel like it... I would never have gotten that on my own if that was not explained to me. That feels like very, like, grasping at strings logic. Grasping at straws, rather. And for me, it was super obvious, which is part of why I really like watching other people play things. Maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like I ever would have, like, reasoned together that there was a correlation between the photos on the dresser and the... Alright, so 23, 26, 25. Okay, so France, then New York, then Vienna. Okay. Now that's for this is the stuff I'm talking about when it comes to point and click games, like completely unrelated aspects like the photos and the records. So first France. Is it an off strip? I mean, fair enough. Then New York. Scandalous. Alright. Alright, fine. So New York is definitely the second. I feel like Giuseppe does not strike me as a name that you would hear in Paris. And then New York. And then this one. I guess Vienna, so yeah, no. What is this? What on earth was that? Yeah, what on earth was that puzzle? Yeah, I don't know. I never would have gotten that on my own without a hint or of saying Paris. I mean, the thing is, I only pretty much me as speaking as someone who knows very little outside of English, save with a little bit of Spanish here and there. I don't think I ever would have gotten that on my own. And Vienna, admittedly, yeah, no, that was on me not realizing. Yeah, no, that's Austrian. And so I guess that name associated with that one record would probably, you know, thinking back on it, yeah, I guess that would be Austrian looking. But Giuseppe, I never would have gotten that Giuseppe would be a name associated with Paris. I don't know, yeah, no, that, I did not care for that puzzle. I got that the years were in order, but I was lost on which was in Paris. Ah, boy. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way my mind organizes things, but I feel like that... I feel like when the solution to a puzzle has to come down to... And it's the same frustration I got when I was playing Ghost Trick. Like, by and large, I did very much enjoy Ghost Trick, but there are certain leaps in logic that I felt were just sort of like, okay. Like, how would anyone ever hope to fucking figure that out? Like, outside of fucking blind clicking in random directions. Like, that at that point, it's not a logic puzzle. It's just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, which I feel isn't fun when it comes to a puzzle game or a mystery. It's just like, what the fuck ever. You know, the thing is done, moving on. And that's not fun. That's not fulfilling for a puzzle or a mystery for me. Again, it's like, it is a gripe in an otherwise very, very beautiful and enjoyable game. But it's just another reason why I generally do not gravitate towards point-and-click games. Anyway. Let's see if I can go in the foyer now. Right now I feel a bit lightheaded. Okay, so that's gonna be our cue to head to the bedroom. Interesting. So they didn't give us the opportunity to go straight to the bedroom this time. Which tells me that there might be something en route. Or not? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they didn't give us the option to go straight to the bedroom this time. I am, in fact, feeling a bit indisposed. But something is not right here. Maybe check the mirror. Oh, I look just fine. I can dig that confidence. My harp! Who did this? Oh, interesting. So now we're seeing more of the sort of crossover. The shadow. It's wrong. It is slipping through my fingers. It's gone. Yeah, no, she is much more transparent. But maybe I can sleep and dream of tomorrow. There's always music tomorrow. Yet again. And I do very much love the animation, the subtle animation on the sprite here. Just sort of the huffing and puffing in her own frustration here. Alright. Have her get up. Oh, that pose even. God, there's so much. So again, no, the art direction I will never stop singing the praises of with this game. Just the way she's storming over there, that is excellently done. Like she's so fucking fed up with these letters. I need my medicine. Like she's not even fucking bothering opening it now. Very single-minded in her approach to things. Alright, so we have the glass vase, the cracked glass. I don't need them anymore. My medicine is downstairs. I wonder if there's any new... Oh, I can't click. Oh, okay. Draped cloth. A cold, watery grave. A shadow, just a shadow. A deep, terrifying roar. Interesting. And over to the cabinet. Ah, it's still here. And the letter fell out. Where did this come from? Oh, something's gonna break the illusion. It's a letter from Lord Fitzroy. He's a friend of Henry's, if I remember correctly. Hope this letter finds you well. Wish to offer my most profound condolences. What? So daring as to propose an arrangement for our mutual benefit. I dream of holding your hand. Yes, a man can dream. Oh, to walk with you in the lushness of your beautiful conservatory. Is this a marriage proposal? Is this real, or did someone put opium tincture in my morning tea? This has to be a prank. Nobody in their right mind would dare send something like this. I must find the housemaid. Provided this isn't some lark of hers, she should know who delivered this. recall I heard her earlier from the foyer. And interesting that the display cabinet is still broken now. Looks like the flowers are wilting a little. Are these still the same flowers from yesterday? Yeah. And once again, this definitely dips into the territory of when you are addicted to something and that first rush feels like the most potent bliss, but the more you take of it, the more it just feels like slapping a band-aid on a crack on a dam. Doesn't look like the maid is here. Oh, the music. But I heard voices. I love this approach. And there's another clock, like was mentioned earlier. It seems to be stopped. The hands are stuck at 3 o'clock. Maybe I can use that key to wind it. Let's check the newspaper as well. Well, my umbrella is here, but Henry's is missing. He must have taken it with him. Maybe the obituaries are in there? Oh, it's the issue of Paris-Soir that featured our wedding. Paris-Soir, maybe? Everybody made such a thing out of it. Many were shocked today upon learning of the engagement of the extravagant heiress to the Bouvoses jewelry empire. Okay, so he married into the family. Mademoiselle Valerie Bouveau to Henry Whiteborn, Lord Winterbourne of Chetham Green. In a move seen as uncharacteristic for the socialite, whose friendships with avant-garde artists such as Germaine Dulce or Fernand Léger are well known. Dulac, I guess. She declared her intention to move to the family manor in Wiltshire, England, leaving behind a life of glamour in Paris for Britain's green pastures. Despite the loud rumors regarding the ruinous financial situation of the Winterbourne family, the heiress insists that this is a marriage of love. And that moving to the calm of the countryside will be a welcome change for her after the frantic activity of the last few years. I do love it here so much. Conservatory. Oh, well, clock key. So now we have that. Main door. And interesting that we don't have the ability to interact with this depiction of her in the past. I do wish to read that article just once more. Okay. I could read this over and over. Many were shocked today upon learning of the engagement of the extravagant heiress of the Bouvoses jewelry empire. I've already forgotten how to pronounce this. Mademoiselle Valerie Bouvoses, Henry Whiteborn, Lord Winterbourne of Chatham Green. In a move made as uncharacteristic for the social age of friendship as well known, she declared intentions with gestures. Despite the loud rumors of current situations, 2 years. Interesting. I'm not dressed to go outside. And let me guess. Okay, yeah, so they're really not wanting me to go to the conservatory. Something definitely happened in the conservatory. So, table clock. So we can unclock, or unlock this clock now. Unclock this lock. The winding key from the standing clock should fit here. Perfect! I can wind the clock now. What time shall I set? Oh. Maybe... Yeah, let's put it at 3 o'clock. I don't know what I was expecting. It may be that I need to put it... Because that... Maybe it's on 24-hour time? Maybe, yeah. 'Cause I think this might also have something to do with it. Because it was talking about how these clocks were 7 minutes ahead. So, let's see. 7... With an average delay of 7 minutes. So, I think you're right in that it does probably have to be... 12... 14, 15... So, if we're going... If we're setting it back maybe by 7 minutes... Really? I'm not sure if any of you heard that, but one of Lorelai's minions, Garrus, decided to chime in with his own thoughts. And prayers, perhaps. Superstitious fucker that he is. This puzzle may involve math, so I blocked it from my memory. Yeah, no, I feel like this might have to be military time for 3 o'clock minus 7 minutes. So I guess that would be 1453? It is working again. The mechanism is ticking and the hands are moving. Oh, interesting. And is that the grandfather clock? Is it working too now? Yeah, no, see, this is the type of puzzle I feel I can mess around with. When it's a basic matter of like, okay, you have the clock here. You have the manual for the clock right over here. You have the other clock in the other room. All things that are directly, at least thematically related to each other. Those are the types of puzzles I can fuck with. Like, the whole thing with, like, the family photos in the bedroom all the way upstairs, and the record player all the way downstairs. Like, with names that don't necessarily pertain to those locations. Like, except for, you know, the New York one. That, not so much. This clock puzzle is perfectly fine. Like, if there were more puzzles like this in the game, then I think I'd consider this a flawless game, honestly. So now maybe we can probably go back to the grandfather clock. And see the story progress a little bit. The clock is working again, just like... I'm not sure now. When was that? I was here browsing the afternoon papers. Lord Socks rushed in. The clock chimed. He ran into the conservatory. What had the little rascal done? I cannot remember. Oh, no matter. It'll come back to me. Now, about that Lord Fitzroy. There must be somebody in this house who can tell me what is going on. So, let's check the paper again. Oh, I already know it by heart. Yet you were so insistent on reading it again and again. I mean, this is, once again, absolutely gorgeous. This baby ivy will soon start climbing the wall. How much do you want to bet by the time we get back to reality, this place is going to be absolutely fucking covered in ivy? Parasite that it is. So many times I've sat on this bench and just let my mind wander. Oh, damn. Well, there she is. I'm so lucky to have my very own Sancta Sanctorium. The water looks so serene. Interesting. Getting little flashbacks of different stages of grief, maybe? Is this a ficus? I don't know much about these plants. The azaleas look lovely today. Camellias are so delicate, with their snow-white petals and tiny golden hearts. Or camellias, rather. Tea tables and chairs. Possibly the best spot in the house. Enjoy the morning sun with a cup of tea. Enjoying the morning with a cup of tea is something I never did very often back in Paris. Bushes. My goodness, so many bugs. This needs a trim. Oh, shrubbery. This foliage is so thick, a tiger could hide in here. So yeah, I am starting to think that there was some shenanigans at play with our protagonist here. Again, I get the impression that maybe she was having an affair, because we keep hearing about this maman, this person who is not her husband. You know, maybe it was a friendship that was interpreted as... Oh, French for mother. I see. Well, once again, American English never would have guessed that it was mother. Okay, so maybe not an affair per se. Let's see. Just, I love how we have like ivy. White flowers, flower pots, bushes, plants. Did I see something move there? Yeah, I think she may have hidden something in this conservatory. No, not quite here, but there is a rustling of leaves somewhere. Alright, so where have I not checked just yet? Did the shrubbery? Did the bushes? Azalea. I did the azaleas. Did the flower pots here. My viewers. Crochet, if you would be so kind as to take care of that little gnat there, thank you very much. I mean, once again, tending the garden. Taking care. There's something here stirring in the leaves, and suddenly a blur. A chase, the clanking sound of porcelain. Interesting. Porcelain. Might have something... Maybe it has something to do with one of those vases or something? The porcelain where? Maybe over here? Must remind myself to ask the gardener to trim this a bit. I hope this isn't another one of those, like, you need to click the plants in a very specific order kind of things. Must be my imagination. Must have been my imagination. Alright, so. There's the here, you can hide a tiger. I mean, it's possible I may also need to collect different parts of the bushes. Because this may be a little like the record puzzle. Ah, fun. So, So she's standing here. So I need to look at her movement. Rustling of something, and then... right there. As it leaves, a blur, chase, clinking, sound of porcelain. And I think I remember there being... something over here? Is that a ficus? I don't know much about those plants. I thought there was like... oh, is it the flower pots? I could have sworn there was... Sorry, I'm also admittedly getting distracted by a demon with the Numies over here. Could the clinking refer to the teacups? It might, actually. So let's start from the beginning with this part here. I do wish you could fast forward through the animation. Like, with this specific puzzle, anyway. And then... over there... Blur chase, clinking porcelain... Yes. Here, a scream of pain, red streaks. Then knuckles white like snow, hands so cold, so cold. So cold hands might refer to the pond. Yep. So maybe accidentally killed the cat and was trying to wash her hands? Oh dear. No. Or maybe that's where the cat's been hidden? The water's no longer screaming. And where is this sadness coming from? Then maybe crying at the bench? Yeah, no, I think I do understand where this is going, Gaucher. It is stronger here. What is this sorrow? Why do I feel this way? This place is always so soothing to me. But those sensations, they're so vivid and unsettling. And the water. Is the water going to turn red? Could have sworn I felt... Wait. What is that? Seems there's something at the bottom of the pond. Have we found Lord Socks? I'm not reaching into that filthy water with my bare hands. I need to find something to help me drag it out. Okay. So, it's the mildest part in this entire game, but it got me. Yeah. Now, trying to think. I mean, I'll say this, like, there's a little frustration with this, but it's not as bad as the record player puzzle. Like, that I felt like there's... I don't know. That one just did not vibe with me. This one is at least manageable enough because they leave enough context clues. Now, I'm trying to think what I may have come across that could help me dig up the little mystery here. The good... Am I gonna have... no. Because a dumb part of me thought, like, maybe I need to get the ball of yarn as a fishing line. But no, I don't think that'll work. The foyer. Plants. Flowers. I can't think of anything in here that would help me pull something out of the water, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go back into the foyer. Let's see. Oh, the umbrella might do it. These should work. I mean, it has a hook, so... Yeah, well, here we go. And this would also explain the cat mask. My lord. My dear lord. What happened to you? Who did this? Did nobody see anything? Where is everybody? I must find help. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any helping Lord Socks at this point. Help. I must find help. Yeah, no, so I'm sensing the theme here, because our first protagonist, the mask they received, they mentioned it was a serpent. And they were referring to their partner who was breaking up with them as a snake. I'm hazarding a guess that each of the masks our departed protags receive are going to be related to the lives they took. Which is kind of... like, it is fitting, but also very macabre. There has to be somebody here. There has to be. And the newspaper again. Yeah, probably an obituary. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Don't understand. I left this on the table. Am I going mad? But this is not the Parissoir. It's the London Evening Standard. Many were shocked today upon learning of the passing of Henry Winterbourne, Lord Winterbourne of Chatham Green, in a tragic automobile accident. As the car in which he was riding rolled up towards the driveway of the Winterbourne Manor, the family cat, which had been missing for days, dashed on to the road in front of the vehicle. The chauffeur gave the driving wheel a sharp turn. No, Henry. Dead. This is absurd. He's here. He's upstairs. I was waiting for him to come home. But he never arrived because he was here the whole time. Of course. How silly of me. That's it. He must be in his study. He'll know what to do. He's in his study. He's upstairs. He'll know. I need to see him. I need to see him. Now. Oh, I really love this. I love how this is animated. How everything is just gradually... this is so well done. The progression of, like, not necessarily monochrome, but like how everything's fading to the present day. Interesting. So Pan statue, Leith statue, Hypno statue. Pan, Lord of all which is primal and untamed. Leith, goddess of forgetfulness and oblivion. Hypnos, god of sleep and silence. God. Is that the sound of a car in the distance? This is so well done. Mama, Papa. He was always so proud of me. So proud. And the vase is gone now. So far away. I can't even click the book. Henry? Are you there, Henry? Henry? What have they done to you? Why did they hide you from me? I've missed you so much, my love. I've been away for a while, but I'm here now. Henry, I did something terrible. It wasn't his fault. He didn't deserve it. But it hurt so much when you left. And I had such dreams, such terrible dreams. But I found you now. And I'm never going to let them take you away from me again. I just need one more sip of my medicine. And then I'll come back for you and take you home. We are going to Paris, my love. I'll be right back. Honestly, if this chapter were the entire... Oh, God. If this chapter were the entire game, I would still be... I mean, my frustrations with the record puzzle notwithstanding, I would be satisfied with even just this chapter as a full game. The fact that we supposedly have 2 more stories after this, which I may leave for another stream. Amiens seems so far away now, flickering like a roll of film. You would have understood. You would have forgiven. Not this glass. Downstairs. Just once more. It wouldn't have saved anybody anyway. Mom, Dad, I'm barely here anymore. No more sleep. No more dreaming. I can make it stop now. It got dark so fast. And I know I was complaining earlier about them taking away the fast travel. This, I feel, is very crucial to have at this specific speed, with this specific walking animation as well, given what this character has gone through, and is going through. A cold, watery grave. So that explains the explanation for the Hypnos, and left a swirling, yawning void. A roaring, primal scream. Yeah, so the associations with these statues make much more sense now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. You inbred bastard. Ah, there it is. Interesting. Well, let me see if this has any impact on things. My medicine is not here. My medicine is not there anymore. Anything else? Nope. All those words. All those useless words. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else. Garrus. Buddy. Sorry, I have a screaming beast at my side that demands my attention. Was it a little wheat? Yeah, no, that was absolutely him. Like, he looks like the wolf from Neverending Story, yet he sounds like either a fax machine or a creaky door. Depends on his mood. Yeah, I am not sure if those squeaks are coming through on my mic, but that is absolutely him. Yes. Absolutely. You were a dubious little creature. Getting up to mischief. They are, and I'm being a bastard. When aren't I, Gaucher? Another one of those awful letters. No, it's an invitation. To a masked ball? How delightful. Did Henry send this? Will he be there? Oh, I hope so. What a surprise that would be. This must be my mask, then. It's so beautiful. This is very, very well done. And I was expecting Henry to meet me here, yet I can't seem to find him. But he must be here. Who else could have sent that invitation? Interesting. I have been asking myself the same question. I'm sorry, and you are? Apologies. My name is Jordan Samuels. I am a doctor. Your conversation caught my attention because I too cannot recall boarding this train or even waiting at any station. Given the weather outside, I reckon I must have surely brought a coat with me, yet there seems to be no cloakroom anywhere. I have attempted to bring this up with some of the other guests, but unlike you, they do not seem to be bothered by it. I cannot explain it, but I feel like we should not be here. What do you mean by that, Doctor? Where else do you reckon you should be? I am not sure you would even believe me if I told you, ma'am. Okay, confirmation that this is an old lady. Oh, don't you worry about that, dear. If you only knew how much these old eyes have seen. I doubt anything could surprise me at this point. Yes, sir, I think we all wish to hear what you have to say. I for one most definitely do. Very well, I guess I should start at the beginning then. I'd been working late into the night. The nameless ritual. Interesting. And through this incision here, we can observe that the pancreas shows signs of inflammation. This tells us that the patient likely suffered from... Dr. Samuels? Oh, okay, so that's this guy. Okay, so I'm playing Dr. Samuels. So, inflammation of... I've already forgotten. I believe it was the liver, so alcoholism? Well, this surely indicates that... Excuse me, Dr. Hayward? Yes, Dr. Laurel. Why are you talking to the janitor? Damn. Now, boys, calm down. Dr. Samuels, you were saying? Okay, so I guess it's not alcoholism. Cystadenoma? Yes, from this first glance we can infer that... Oh, pancreas, my dumbass. He doesn't look like a doctor to me. More like a hoodlum. Keep an eye on the scoundrels, Dr. Hayward. We don't want him to stick us up. Yes, he could rob us blind and disappear in the shadows. I'm only just now making the connection that this is a black man in a white college. Pay steal material from the infirmary.
Just to sell to whatever criminal elements he's in cahoots with.
Check his pockets, Dr. Hayward. Some supplies have, in fact, gone missing lately. Gee, I knew it!
Let's search him!
Somebody hold him! The nightmares are getting worse. With every day of fasting, I have felt my will slipping further and further. But today marks the 33rd day. Tonight, I can complete the ritual. I must carry out the final preparations. There's no time to lose. These buffoons. Soon they will know what I am really capable of. So unfortunately, as much as I would like to continue this, the stream has been going on for 3 hours. And I would imagine that... I mean, the first chapter was very quick, all things considered. It took substantially longer to finish the second, and this is a tale of 4 travelers. So I have the distinct impression that were I to try and finish this whole game in a single sitting, this would probably take me into like maybe a 6-hour stream. And I'm not necessarily certain I want to do that tonight. I unfortunately don't think there is a save feature. Let me see. Oh, wait, save game. Well, way to instantly make a liar out of me. Alright, so, game has been saved. Save progress, yes. Okay, so we have... So we have the old lady here. We have the cat. I think this is supposed to be the serpent, which I guess looks a bit more like a dinosaur, with our first character. So I'm guessing that the king here is going to be our last, like, story among those who have already... Well, I mean, we'll probably come back around to the old lady. I mean, either way, this is a perfect example of how an incredible story and amazing visuals can otherwise be marred by infuriating, convoluted puzzles. And I'm still looking forward to completing this game. I want to stress that. It's just that I do wish that this game did not fall into all the trappings that make point-and-click adventure games so fucking hard for me to get into. But once again, to stress this fact, I do not regret starting this game. I am very much looking forward to continuing it, in fact. And I want to thank my mod Cochet yet again for assembling this and many other games for the Wednesday streams, because these are the types of games that, when I'm not playing something that is immediately nostalgic, it puts me outside my comfort zones in a comfortable enough way that I end up learning something new. And I am very happy to have learned about this game, If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. I highly recommend all of you finding a downloadable version of it, preferably not on itch.io, given all that going on right now. But I digress. Please find a way to play this game. If you already enjoy point-and-click adventure games and aren't put off by the elements of them that put me off, I have the distinct impression you will absolutely love this. So, thank you all for joining in tonight. I'm looking forward to starting up a new series of, well, I guess a new playthrough series on Friday, which I've decided to go with fan favorite Fridays, because for the longest time I was playing Halo games with Silver, taking her through that series, and that is, in fact, a beloved franchise series. Then Cochet, Lorelei, and I finished Ghost Trick, and that is another beloved game. So I'm looking forward to all of you seeing what it is I have planned for Friday. But until the next time, read your books, do your puzzles, and always remember to fucking think.